Welcome back to Sports Show. Time to talk about the Southern Footy League. Of course, the finals started last weekend. As always, the Prez is good enough to give us some of his time. Craig Warman joins us. Craig, how are you?
Good afternoon, boys. How are we?
Well, mate, a ripping weekend of footy. The weather was a little bit windy, but still pretty kind. It wasn't too bad down there. So let's get on to it, mate. Ranella, 15-395, defeated Happy Valley 7-7-49. So 46-point winner. So there are a couple of great things that came out of the day. Firstly, Rhonda was down there with her blueberry scones, and I thought they were magnificent.
They were.
So well done by Rhonda. The game itself, mate, it opened up probably after half time.
It did, up until probably 10 minutes before half time. Ranella got a couple of cheapies, which gave them a bit of a lead going into half time. But then after half time, 7-1 in the third quarter, the old premiership quarter as we call it, put the icing on the cake for them.
Give them a little bit of confidence, the old Ranella boys, I think, that one, because that's the way to win if you're going to win.
Yep.
Win like that, you know, that's a good finals win. The other one, 7 points. The other final...
It was an absolute beauty.
Well, that's right, and you'd expect finals to be like that. But you had a good weekend with finals. You had a massive weekend with close games. So, but that one there, we said Morpeth Vale, didn't we, would beat Noarlunga, but only...
Yeah, it was a nip and tuck game either way, but... it was just one of those old-fashioned slog out finals between two arch rivals, basically, in the Emus and Noarlunga.
And they are arch rivals, aren't
they?
they?
Are, very much so.
Yeah.
Over 100 years. And, of course, Morphe's did the dirty on them this year because Noarlunga got them last year.
Yeah. I remember talking about it last week. We thought Noarlunga might be able to sneak past them, but Morphe's have been a bit more consistent this year. So I think in the end... We said Noarlunga have been a little up and down. We thought their talent was good, but they had some injuries. Maybe this was Morphe's go, so it kind of played out that way.
Well, and it didn't help. They picked up another couple of injuries early in the game as well. Jake Anderson got a nasty one and had certainly put him off his game. And it was a good game.
Right, before we get to this weekend's games, mate, we've got to talk about Ranella. Very smart in the women's to lose on purpose so they could get some momentum into the... So Flaggy's got them. I mean, they've been undefeated all year. Ranella lost to Flaggy's, and well done by Flaggy's too. I shouldn't make light of it. Were you surprised?
No, because Flaggy's are the reigning champions in the women's competition. Ranella have had a fantastic season, but like good teams, they started to get their good players back at the right time, and it was a terrific game. And again, now in losing that particular game, the Cove girls got over Christie's Beach in pretty good fashion.
Smashed them.
So in the preliminary final, you've got
Cove
versus Ranella. And
do you want to have a little wager on
this? You have your scones.
No, the girls wouldn't have got any scones from Rhonda. They lost, mate. That's why there was...
cup. You can have the scones, I'll have the cup.
Let's have a little wager on it then, mate. What do you want to wager? We don't have to put any money on it because you've got to gamble responsibly.
Well, you do.
Have a think about it over the course of the show. And at the close, I want you to come up with what you think Cove can... If Cove win, I need to do. If Ranella win, what you need to do.
My wife is playing for the Cove.
Right.
She reckons she's going to come out and help me.
Does she? I reckon it's this. I reckon whichever team loses.
Yeah.
So if Cove win, I'll go to the next game with the Cove jumper on. If Ranella win, you've got to go to the next game with the Ranella jumper on.
Happy with that?
All right. Remember that, Prez?
Happy with that.
We're on.
Make a note of that. Hey, let's look at the semi-final. Number 2, of course, mate. This Saturday down at Christie's Beach. Flagstaff Hill, Ranella at 2:30. They met back in round 16, so it's nearly 3 weeks ago now. Flaggy's 12-11, Ranella 9-11. So Flaggy's got them by 18 points, which is normally Flaggy's have dominated the year with their margins and wins. So there's not a lot separating them going into this game.
No, there's not. But in saying that, Flaggy's will pick up another couple of blokes. Daniel Webb will come back. The 2 Shearer boys will be back for that particular game. Sam Smith as well.
That's a couple of handy pickups.
Daniel Webb's
some pretty handy pickups. And look, credit where credit's due. I tipped Ranella to play Flaggies in the grand final, and I still reckon that might be the case. But I think Flaggies will go straight in.
Is that Daniel Webb, ex
West Adelaide?
West Adelaide.
And, well, I reckon he was on Port's list.
He was for a little while and played a premiership with West Adelaide a few years.
He did, yeah. He's a good player, Daniel Webb.
Very much so.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so that's a Saturday game at 2:30 at Christie's Beach. Sunday at Noarlunga, Happy Valley, Morphett Vale. They met back in round 18. So August 21st, so it's barely a week ago, really, or is it 2 weeks at best. Happy Valley, 9-4-58. Morphett Vale, 5-13-43. So if you look at it, Happy Valley had the 13 scoring shots, and you go, hang on a minute, Morphett Vale had 18 scoring shots. Now, do we read anything into that, or we just go, Morphies aren't good at kicking for goal?
Well, Morphees are a lot better this week in regards to their goal kicking. But look, that was just a day out for, blokes like Dennis Silgerson and Dan Nobe just couldn't find the sticks. They were a lot better for the run last week. And I reckon they'll take it right up to Happy Valley. But in saying that, Happy Valley, they've got a young lad at full forward, Gatenbeck. He's kicked 60-odd goals for the season. He's the one that could win it for Happy Valley. If he gets off the chain, so to speak, he has the ability to kick a bag, and he doesn't miss very often.
Mate, if you went down to Aldinga on the weekend to watch the finals, you would have been treated to an absolute feast of footy, obviously, because it starts early and goes all day. But I understand that there was about 20-odd points, the total margin for all games. For all those games.
Yeah. We start off, as I say, early in the morning with the under-13s. That was a 2-point win to Noarlunga. In the under-15s, Port Noarlunga beat Cove, Baz, by a point.
Robbed,
obviously.
Poor umpire.
I think they had the same umpires that was at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
But we won't go into that. Anyway, in the under-17 hubs, great to see the home side Aldinga. With one of their junior sides in the finals. Excellent. They actually knocked off Happy Valley by 10 points in that one. The B grade Christie's and Happy Valley. Valley's got up by 4 points in that one. And then, of course, the senior game, a 7-point game to win to Morphett Vale.
Wow, what a day.
Hey, mate, just quickly, a lot of talk about Toby Green and his bump on the umpire. If that was to happen in the Southern Footy League, what would be the repercussions of that?
Zero tolerance in regards to contact. I can't understand. The lad's a brilliant footballer. Why he does what he does is beyond me. But there's zero tolerance. He knows the rules, and the same thing would apply in the Southern Footy League. You can't do it, and you'll get suspended if you do.
What do you reckon the penalty would be in the Southern Footy League?
Oh, mate, you'd be looking 6.
Yep.
6 up.
I believe he got 3. He got 3.
Well, he got half that. Probably should have. I don't know how you could plead not guilty.
Well, he got 3 matches. So
but the footage, mate, you bumped him. There's
well, mate,
no deviation, is there? So it's
sharp
probably lucky with 3, I would have thought.
Well, and in saying that, he's now cost his side a chance in the final.
Pretty expensive bump. Hey, mate, it'll be a ripping weekend. Any predictions for us, mate? Flagstaff Hill, Ranella?
I'll stick with Flaggies to go straight through, and I just got a feeling Happy Valley, on the slightly bigger ground at Noarlunga, might just have a little bit more leg speed than Morphett Vale. So I'm going to tip Happy Valley.
All right. Saturday 2:30 at Christie's Beach. Sunday at Noarlunga at 2:30. Get down and support your team in the Southern Footy League. As always, appreciate your time, mate. Stay with us. Plenty still to come.